Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of The Morning After. We don't even have the chat set up. Fuck.
It's okay. I'll get it.
I will not be able to see you guys chatting today. Sorry, guys. We're a little late. Trent was on with the Unnamed show. We just wanted to watch it. Rico Bosco is a fucking insane person.
You want to come in here?
Like, he is just out of his gourd. Like, I've never seen anyone just be that mentally unwell all the time. Other than Rico fucking Bosco, dude. That was absurd. But I guess we got Bookit with Trent on.
Yeah, we got him
Are we on?
Yeah. Well, how do you feel?
How was that? Were you watching?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they gave you they gave you some room to talk. I feel like maybe we could have said a little bit more, maybe gone at Rico a little bit, try to get him fired up. Kirk Minahan called you a zero.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks, Kirk.
Kirk just likes being a dickhead. He rides for Rico.
He does for no reason, dude.
Also, Rico's just the softest piece of shit in the entire world for getting you face to face after calling you deplorable and just being like, "Oh yeah, I just don't like your steak."
He turtled.
I think you're trying to get kids addicted to gambling. Okay, Rico, what have you been doing for the past 10 years? Like, what's up, dude? Pretty cool to have Dave riding for you that hard, though.
Sick. That was dope.
That was cool.
I
a nice guy.
I really didn't have too much room to talk or say anything. I mean, I kind of just tried to get the story out. I don't know. How do you think I did?
No, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't think there was how you did it. I think you did fine. I mean, I don't know I think Davey made the point. He was like, there's not much to it other than Rico just came at this.
Yeah.
Guy.
I mean,
I think Dave just wanted it on film so that Rico can't in like a year go at Trent again and be like, well, he came at me.
Yeah.
He's trying to, because Dave will
did you hear what Kirk said after you got off? He was like, what did he say? He was like, that guy didn't say anything or something. And Dave's like, what do you want him to say? When the dude just comes at him for no reason, he doesn't know him. Like, what are you supposed to say?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know. I thought
shout out Rico going after the Kansas State.
That was fucked up. I mean, that was, I remember weirdly that day, he like chirped the fuck out of me and then blocked me. And then that was the last I ever had interacted with him. And that was it.
Probably better than you than me going on there. I feel like I would have lost my top just for the fuck of it on him.
Yeah. Also, that's incredible that he remembers something from 2 years ago like that. But he doesn't care about you. He hates you, doesn't care about you, doesn't watch your shit, but he remembers from 2 years ago.
That's your TCU guy.
Yeah.
Like, what a fucking
Did he go there?
No, dude, he just dick rides 10% of college basketball. So they're one of his teams.
But he's talking about college football.
Yeah, that was college football.
Kansas State beating TCU in the Big 12 final. He was like all over Kansas State that year or some shit like that and just like went at fucking – because that was the year that they signed what's her no-name face that probably lives in a box in Vegas now?
Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly. That's when he
in
went
Vegas.
after Kelly. Yeah, in Vegas. She literally lives in Vegas now. Thank God.
Kelly in a box in Vegas.
But I mean, dude, I think just like having you on was just more so of a show of like, this is how fucking crazy Rico is. Cause like you're just a mild-mannered, chill guy.
Did you hear everything before about the mop and shit?
Yeah, that's so funny.
Who does that?
To put in your basement?
What?
But here's my thing. If he was that tapped in on college basketball and college basketball coaches, don't you think he could just get photos like that on his own? Because this whole bit is like, I could get a call of the whole Big Ten right now. Like I could get a call of Nate Oates on the phone right now if you want. Like he says that in almost every podcast he's on. So it's like if you're friends with these guys, don't you think he could get those photos by himself to be able to put in his basement, not have to fucking Photoshop a mop out of his hand?
Yeah. That's a crazy fucking. And then he's going to put him in his basement? Like
for his kids to see?
Didn't he say his basement was done in January? It's May. Those pictures ain't getting hung.
Yeah.
Those pictures ain't getting hung.
Those pictures are going to be all over the Barstool office. Like I just
100%.
I mean, I don't know really I don't know what they wanted you to do in that scenario other than just be like, I woke up one morning, this guy called me deplorable. Like he's a fucking crazy man that tries to kill employees. Like, I don't know what they wanted other than like to see, but I think it was also like, you're just so mild mannered that you could tell they were just like, I mean, what do you even hate about this guy?
Yeah, dude. Like,
and then
what?
he was like, you glorify the losses. It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
like what? I think Dave just likes ripping on Rico, and that was just like the perfect way to like get it.
Yeah,
and, like, rip on
for
Rico
sure.
More
for being a
ammo.
crazy man.
Absolutely.
But
Kirk's kind of soft for saying anything, honestly.
Well, I think Kirk was like more mad that Dave was speaking for Trent because Dave was kind of like reacting for Trent. But I think because Dave was generally like, dude, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, well, they've been going through it probably for fucking 10 years, like however long he's been there. Like, it's the same shit, different year.
Same shit, different year, dude.
Same shit, different.
What a bot, dude. I love how he's just like, oh, you get another L. He's like, he's just such a fucking bitch. Like, he's a grown man that acts like an actual bitch. Like, I just don't get it.
Can you believe that man's 10 years older than you?
No.
10 years older than
No, he acts like he's 10 years younger.
Exactly.
Dude, it's actually like phenomenal. Like, just like thinking back on like that whole interaction, like, one, if you really hated this guy that much, the way you turtled, like, you are clearly the guy that like just loves the internet because he can just let his thumbs do all the talking.
Yeah.
And then just like sit there and then just like the minute it's like face to face, I go silent and then like a little jab. Oh, your team lost in the Big 12 championship. Go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what a fucking loser.
Yeah. Like, what?
Oh, dude, I wish I kind of forgot about this, but the Book It with Terrence thing would have been so good if you just called him that one time.
I think we could have done a little more
I
of like
forgot
going
about
at
that.
him and just like prodding him a little bit.
I didn't have like enough room to talk. It was also like intimidating. They're all like,
No, yeah,
you
it's
know,
definitely
fucking-
intimidating, dude.
They're hot-headed as fuck. Like,
whatever.
I was trying to talk. I heard voices talking over me. I didn't want to fucking
No, I get it.
whatever.
That's just like a tough like scenario to be in.
Yeah.
Cool to have Dave on your side. That
Someone
would've been
said
a nightmare
novel
if
it
it
with
wasn't.
deplorable.
And like, here's the thing, like, I danced on TikTok and I got to live with that for the rest of my life. But I would rather have that be my history on the internet than loser fucking Terrence.
Well, dude,
Like, I would rather be able to look back when I'm older and be like, talking to my kids and be like, yeah, this was a good bit. Like, I was dancing because I like figured out that like dance was crazy on TikTok and I wanted to get into sports betting. I figured this is a way to give my picks and like try to garner an audience. I'd rather have that be my history than have to look back with my kids and be like, oh, so you almost like killed employees, cyberbullied someone's innocent wife. Like,
oh, wait, so you're just famous for being an asshole to people?
and like you can't control your temper as a 40-year-old man. Like, that's just insane to me.
Chat. It's called The Unnamed Show. It's live on YouTube right now.
But just like, what a like wild. I almost wish that he just made one more video.
I'm kind of pissed he didn't.
I was chomping at bit. Like, I just wanted to get in there so bad. And like, I feel like I'm the easiest one to rip on if there were to be like beef like that. But like, I hate Rico so much. So much, dude. So much.
Yeah,
I was waiting for him too, dude.
Dude, in the wings, we had shit ready in chamber. We had shit ready in the chamber, dude.
He's too scared.
But yeah, whatever. He's a fucking pussy, dude. You see it every time someone comes in front of him, and it's like actual, like.
I mean, I just don't understand how there's riders and riders exist.
I think because he was doing it before us. Like, he was like I'm sure he went on streaks where he was like a good better, and then like I think people actually love his bit of like being like just a loose cannon that just like loses his shit all the time. And then I think it's also a bit to be a rider because he just like puts you in positions where you just don't want to be on his team, but then it's like I just got to ride.
My mom's texting me, "You did great."
Yeah, that's. I mean, you did. I mean, you know, you just came out as like the normal guy, and it's like, okay, now you know how crazy Rico is because like Trent's was like a normal guy, and the reason why he hates you is just because like I'm sure he wishes he could like amplify his losses like that. Like, I think the thing that we struggle with a lot is like gambling content creators is that like when you lose interaction, you lose followers, but like for you, when you lose, you gain followers, you gain interaction. So I think he's like, you just glorify the losses because he's probably like, I have like a losing day and I lose 10 followers, whereas like this guy's a losing day and like gains them, but it's just like because you suck at content, Rico.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
I don't know. To say that I'm like getting kids addicted is just like an absurd claim.
Though if you're getting kids addicted, then Barstool's been getting kids addicted before like we were even be able to hold phones. So
Also, doesn't that not make sense? Like, if you're showing that you lose so much, like people are less likely to tail your bets. So like, how is that getting people addicted? It's literally telling people like, I'm terrible. Maybe you shouldn't do this.
and
Whereas like Rico says like, oh, I only like he like acts like he's like a sharp handicapper and fucking only.
Wait, so
loses.
what is Rico doing on Pick Central then?
That's what I'm saying. It's like he's trying to give winners, but actually gives losers. So is that not the same exact thing?
It's literally the same thing. Like
The same exact
like,
thing?
Whatever. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But you want to run the what in the world? I mean, you want to just be on today?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Surely.
Run it.
We back.
And we back. Welcome back to What in the World. We're going to talk about what happened in the news last night with Josh, Trent, and myself. And here's how I just want to start the show off with. We already made a clip about it. We already talked about it yesterday, but I just feel like I have to keep revisiting it because I don't think people understand how fucking horrible the Indiana Fever are.
They're
Terrible.
so bad.
Like I've watched every single game now. So for people that are like, oh, you're just a Caitlin Clark, like whatever, like I'm watching every game. This team is fucking horrendous, dude. Like there is nothing that she can do to make this team any better. Like there is genuinely nothing she can do other than the fact that they have to give her the reins and let her take 30 shots a game.
Yeah.
Like the fact that she's only taking 6 threes is disgusting when Anthony Edwards is taking 12 in a playoff game with all-stars around him. Like the fact that they just have not given the keys to this girl with this shitty of a roster is just beyond me, dude. Like I got to watch Aaliyah Boston take buzzer beaters. Like, I got to watch Mitchell, like, get plays ran for her. Like, I don't understand what the game plan is or what the plan is here, but, like, I don't know if they realize the more shots you give Caitlin Clark, the more points she scores. So you can't say that for anyone else on the team. Aaliyah Boston is fucking horrible. I haven't seen her change one game. I've only seen her lose them games. Lexi Hull comes in off the bench, her first game starting, turns the ball over with 30 seconds left in a game where they could have easily won. Like, I just don't understand what they're building over there. Like, the coach seems like she's fucking brain dead.
I feel like
I just don't understand.
What rookies, and even in the NBA, do you see in their first week of playing taking game-winning shots? Even Wembanyama, I remember, wasn't even getting the ball in the last second in the first 2 weeks of the season.
I can tell you one that I remember.
Dude,
Follow is one that I remember.
I could
but
tell
his team
LaMelo,
was also just
LaMelo
as bad
Ball
as
when he was on the Hornets was taking game winners, dude.
It's the
LeBron
same
James,
thing, though.
he was on the Cavs. But you have to look at it like she's not a normal rookie. This is like LeBron getting drafted to the Cavs. LeBron, the Cavs drafted him. We're like, okay, we're going to make a commitment to put everything through Bron. And the Fever are like, all right, we're just going to try to work Caitlin in. This has been the most exciting draft prospect in the WNBA since the fucking league started, and she's taken 15 shots. She's taking 15 shots.
Yeah.
Like, that's my point. I don't think people understand. She brought charter jets to the WNBA. They've never had charter jets before.
It's crazy.
She brought charter jets to the WNBA, sold out crowds, tickets that are worth more than $100. Like, that kind of motion is insane for a league, for one player to do. And she's taking 15 shots?
Yeah.
She's taking 15 shots on the worst team in the game. Whatever.
Like, not even close to the worst teams. Yeah.
Were you on the Panthers last night?
I was. Air.
What a bet.
Air.
What a bet.
Just the lights are too bright for the Garden, man.
What a bet.
And the Panthers are just a wag, bro. Like, they're the better team. They're going to be minus 160 money lines now. I don't think we'll get pick'ems again.
Dude, I was so confident in the Rangers, too. I was just like, in the Garden, shit stir between the pipes, playing like he's never played before. And it's like the Panthers come out and just fucking shit on them. Like, I think, again, it's like last year. Are the Panthers really just that fucking good?
Yeah, I think they should have won last year, to be honest. I think they're just coming for their revenge.
But it's like every time that I'm like downing them a little bit because it's like, okay, they kind of gave themselves a series last series. And then it's like, okay, we're coming into the Rangers, who everyone thinks is probably the best team in the NHL right now. Obviously, it was an underdog at home. So maybe now Vegas is telling you that it's the Panthers. And dude, the Rangers couldn't even find their fucking skates. They couldn't even find their skates.
Yeah, it'll probably be a pick 'em. Is it a pick 'em in game 2? Yeah, but when they go back to Florida, there's no way it's a pick 'em. No way.
But I don't even know if I have faith in betting the Rangers in game 2. Like, obviously, I think maybe that's probably the smart bet. You get their legs under them. You're still at home. Like, dude, this Panther team, like, when you even listen to PK Subban and Mark Messier talk about it pregame, because they do, like, their NHL centers, whatever. It's, like, Levy, Messier, and PK Subban. Like, they're just like, dude, the Panthers suffocate you. Like, you have to skate with your head up or you're going to get fucking cranked. And when you skate with your head up, that kills your momentum and you're not like – and it's just like then you watch the game and it's like that's literally what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a Ranger touches the puck, suffocated immediately. Like, you have no room to play your hockey.
I think they went 13 minutes without a shot. Like,
dude, that is insane when you think about hockey. Like, they slow your game down but also speed it up when they have the puck. It's like when you have the puck, it's like you're suffocated, you can't do anything. Then the Panthers get the puck, it's like bing, 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 shot. And you're just like, where did that come from? And all the while, PK Subban made the point, their star players throw the body around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even like you have like the Penguins back in the day where it's like, okay, you could like take Sid Crosby out of game by hitting him hard a couple times because he was just like the epitome of a skill player. But like you're not going to be able to stop him for a full game. Radfeld Tkachuk has like the skills of Crosby and hits like he's fucking prime Jara. And it's just like that. Like it's got to be so hard to handle that because you're like, okay, I can't take their star player out by hitting him because he loves to be physical, and I can't stop him by like giving him more space because he's physical. He's probably less skilled. Like he's got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So it's like you're just in moose.
Yeah, you can't really do shit about that. To be
Like, what are you
honest.
supposed to do?
I don't think you can do anything there. And people forget, like Florida's been here the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, they're used to this.
And cracked out Bob.
Bob, I mean, playoff Bob, just literally an IUD in that. It's literally an IUD in that. Like,
Gotta
just
love
cracked
playoff
out
Bob, man.
dude. Literally cracked out Bob.
Leverkusen though, right?
Yeah, that was
Oh
tough.
my god, dude, that
was
graphic
tough.
went crazy.
That was tough.
People love that.
The Leverkusen one?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like literally, I think their last game of the season. Obviously, it was a Europa League final,
Yeah.
but I think they play one more Bundesliga
Yeah, I
game.
think so.
And they already won the Bundesliga. So it's like, dude, that was just cherry on cake, 3-0 blowout.
Cherry on cake.
But it was like, what is it? Cherry on what?
Cherry on top. But that's
Cherry
so
on
funny.
top, cherry on cake. But also, like, I was thinking about it. What are we doing not taking Atalanta draw no bet, Josh? That's like our squad.
Dude, I said take him to advance plus 180.
That was our, but it taking it. That was a win.
Dude, imagine a
No, I know. Yeah. Yeah, it was way more. It was like plus 2.
Yeah, like
what
you
was it?
just
Yeah.
win the game.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like plus 300.
Was it?
They covered
Yeah.
the over by themselves because that kid
Yeah.
Lukman went. Which, by the way, I don't know
Lookman.
if people are tapped in on Admiral Lukman, but he was like an Everton prodigy, and then got like shipped because he just couldn't handle the Premier League.
I didn't know that.
Fucking
Yeah.
look, man.
And he fucked, dude. He was busting on you.
Busted.
Like, dude, cutting in, ripping shit, first timers. Like, I think it also felt a little bit like Leverkusen came in expecting to win. And Atalanta did that to Liverpool. Like, Liverpool came in being like, all right, we're just going to beat the shit out of Atalanta. Then they came out and beat us like 5-1. Like, that's just like what they do.
Yeah.
And they just pressed from the beginning. And I think Leverkusen came in being like, all right, we're going to settle in. Like, we're the team that they're scared of. And Atalanta just came out and just like didn't let them breathe for like the first 45 minutes and then scored twice. And it was like the game was over, dude. Like, Leverkusen couldn't even get their feet under them. It was just like in their grill, in their grill, in their grill, in their grill. And then it was like, fuck, dude, we're 3 down.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many shots they got on net because it felt like 0. Like, it was in their half of the field the entire time.
That's pretty embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie.
Both teams
Like,
to
it's not
score
bad.
better is in rat piss.
Yeah. Wow.
I thought it was a whale.
Dude, I was when Atalanta scored first, I was like, dude, this is the freest bet I've ever had in my
Yeah.
entire life. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get the over and both teams. I'm going to sweep. Because, like, in my mind, there was no way Leverkusen wasn't winning that game, and there was no way Leverkusen wasn't going to score.
Yeah. MMG texted me, was like, bro, if you want to play, just take both teams to score. I'm so confident in it. And
Right,
then
Reed.
Yeah. He texted me, he said, bro, I've never seen them play so flat in my life. I watch every game.
No, that was literally the flattest I've ever played. I'm not kidding. Like, I've never seen, dude, I bet against that Leverkusen team this year in the Europa League, and they came out and smoked me. And I also have very, like, good experience betting against Atalanta with Liverpool. And I was just like, dude, the minute that game started, I was like, fuck, they're doing what they did. They did that to Liverpool. Liverpool came out literally in Liverpool. And it was like 1-1 aggregate. And I was like, dude, this is like, we're going to fucking stomp them. They literally beat us 4-0, 4-1. And they did exactly they did Leverkusen. I was just like, fuck, dude, like that sucked. And I didn't want to bet against, because I wanted to take Leverkusen with you, but I was like, I just can't keep betting against Atalanta because they keep fucking me. I don't know what their bid is.
And they're friends of the program.
And friends of the program. That's where Josh studied abroad, Bergamo.
Huh?
Atalanta's my boys. I live there. It's not in Atalanta. It's Bergamo, Italy. But I live there.
Yeah.
I was there when they clinched the Champions League for the first time. It was fucking insane.
Electric, dude.
First time ever.
Imagine
clinching
being
the
there
Champions League.
yesterday.
Oh my
Holy
god. Yeah.
shit.
Oh my god.
They're probably burning shit down.
Dude, the streets were like flooded when they made the Champions League. They were playing Juventus that night and they tied them. Like they scored late to tie them and made it. It was
That's
insane.
electric.
It was so
That's
sick.
very electric. Speaking of streets flooded, we might have a parade in Dallas.
We might.
That
Might
was
have a
the
couple.
best. That was the best I've ever seen the Mavs play in the playoffs. And the fact that they're starting to play their best ball in the Western Conference final, dude, the Celtics are fucked. Fucked.
Yeah, they are.
Fucked.
I
I'm
don't know.
not positive that the Celtics get out of the series though.
Dude, that's such a tough game for the Pacers to blow. Such a tough
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, but I don't like. Yeah.
I'm placing a Mavs future ticket when they lose game 2 because I think they're going to lose game 2 in Minnesota because I think that's a game where you come out, even if you're Dallas, like you don't want to lose a game, but you're okay like being like, okay, I'm not going to go full pedal because we're about to go back to Dallas for 2 straight. And I don't want to be exhausted when we're at home. And you could tell Anthony Edwards was fucking exhausted at the end of that game. And he even said it. He was just like, I'm tired. Like he was like, I'm tired. Like think about it. This kid's 22. He's never been on a long playoff run. Now you're in the Western Conference Finals playing literally 2 guys who have been doing this their entire fucking career.
Yeah.
Like a 32-year-old Kyrie possibly playing his best ball in terms of being like a teammate now, and Luka now having like a real teammate that like knows how to get the best out of him. And when Luka needs a minute, like in that first half, can go and keep you in the game. Like Luka was like, dude, like if Kyrie doesn't do that, we probably go into half down 20, but then I helped him out in the second half. Like that is why they're perfect for each other. Because you could tell Kyrie was like, all right, Luka's not on. I'm going to have to go get one.
Yeah.
And Anthony Edwards is over here talking shit and woke him up, by the way. Kyrie even said in his post-game press conference, he was like, you know, I'm sitting there, or they were like, you know, what was it like sitting there with your beautiful family at home and you turn on the TV and Anthony Edwards says he's guarding you? And Kyrie was like, he started laughing. So he was just like, dude, like this kid has no idea how deep my bag is.
Yeah, his bag.
And then he came out and just like busted on them. And they were like, dude, and Shaq was like, we haven't seen you attack like that in years. And Kyrie was like, dude, I mean, just had to let him know one time. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you woke him up basically,
can't stay in front of that.
Which is dangerous, dude. If Kyrie's awoken now and like playing offensive ball again, dude, it might be wraps. It might be wraps.
I think it is wraps.
Like the Mavs might win the finals this year, and it could just be wraps.
That'd be nuts, bro.
If there's one team that I think has the best chance of winning the NBA Finals, is Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie Irving is awoken, playing the best offensive ball he's played yet. Knows when to pick his spots. Luka Doncic is the face of the league, the best player in the league. I don't even think you can have a conversation. Jokic got the MVP, but I think you're looking at the MVP when Luka's healthy and he's starting to get healthy again.
Yeah.
Their role players do everything you ask of them. Even Anthony Edwards in his post-game press conference was like, I'm taking threes because Daniel Gafford's in my face.
Yeah.
The kid's guarding me at the 3-point line. And then, by the way, in transition, Luke is stopping these 7-footers from getting dunks in transition to win the game.
Yeah.
And their role players do their jobs perfectly. Derek Jones can shut you down. PJ Washington can get you a bucket. Like, they just have everything in a team to win a championship and compete against a team like the Boston Celtics, who we always crown as the next NBA Finals. But the Boston Celtics aren't built to beat a team like the Dallas Mavericks.
They are not.
And I think we're seeing now in the West, it's so hard to beat Luka and Kyrie. Like, you got to beat them both every night.
Yeah.
Every night. And they can go half for half.
Yeah, I mean, Kyrie usually does wait till the second half to go crazy.
Yeah.
But not last night, I guess.
But how crazy is that? Kyrie can give you 20 in the first half and then shoot horribly in the second half, and Luka can go give 33 in the second half. And you're like, dude, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, who do you stop?
Dude, I saw something. Luka has been in the league for 6 years. He's been first team All-NBA 5 times. That's more than Steph and Dirk
It's literally
in their entire careers.
Literally
He's been in the league for 6 years, 5 first team All-NBAs. Also, someone said in chat, I saw this too, he's now eligible for a 5-year, $386 million contract.
And that's why Mark Cuban sold the team, brother.
Yeah.
He saw him was coming on the horizon and was like, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, I'm guarantee you that's why he sold the team.
No,
he's like, dude, like these guys, like, I can't. Like, obviously he could, but it's like, dude, like, I got a guy in Luka that's going to be literally getting the biggest contract in the history of sports.
Dude,
like,
I can so see LeBron coming.
I mean, that'd be
I can so see it.
To the Mavs?
To the Mavs.
You see him what?
That would be dope. I think the reason that Mark Cuban sold the team actually is because he wants to make, or he's going to make a push to make gambling legal here. And I think it would be a lot harder to do that if you're an owner of a team in the state. He sold it to like a business partner. Like the girl that bought it is like one of his good friends that he's done business with.
Yeah, he still
forever.
sits like courtside and everything like that.
I think he still owns part of the team, just not majority of the team.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way he'd give up full on. He loves that team, dude. That's like his baby.
No.
Fucking Dirk and them, dude.
Yeah, he ain't dishing out that bag now.
You know what, though? It makes you guys look way better. Like the Thunder. You guys look way better if the Mavs come and like just rat fuck the Timberwolves.
True.
Because now you're like, okay, we lost the team that's going to the NBA Finals. Like that locker room, I feel like you stay together. Did you see Josh Giddey's for sure leaving? Oh, fuck.
What
that just took me out, dude. Did you see he's leaving?
Yeah.
The sweepstakes is live.
I mean, it's not like for sure, but it's more than likely they move on from him.
Damn. He doesn't have a role on that team.
Yeah. He's an interesting like build to fit into a team, you know, because you can't really. A little bit. You can't really.
I don't know. I love he's like that Swiss Army knife. He can just create offense, get a bucket if you need, play good defense.
I don't think he's athletic enough to be a Swiss Army knife though. He's kind of like, he reminds me of like Luol Deng in the way he moves, like just so slow. Like it just seems so slow.
You don't need athleticism on that roster. There's already so many athletes.
Yeah, but if you're gonna come in off the bench and like you're supposed to be like that spark guy, like he doesn't bring that.
He reminds you of Kirk Heinrich.
Kirk, dude, he ain't Captain Kirk.
In a couple of years.
He ain't Captain Kirk.
In a couple of years, I could see Josh Giddey being a starting point guard on a team and like doing what Kirk did. Just being like an all-around guy.
No. No one.
Dude, I
ever,
loved Kirk.
No one's
Hinrich.
ever taken
He was
over
like my
Kirk.
guy. He was my guy growing up too.
Where'd he go to
I
college?
loved watching Kirk Hinrich. Ooh, I know it. Kansas.
Yep.
Bang. Let's go.
Bang.
All right. Should we serve some slate? We got 9 minutes left. We were watching the
Let's do
Unnamed
it.
show, so that's why we started a little late. What a great watch. Make sure you guys rewatch it on YouTube. You can see how fucking crazy Terrence is. Run the graphic. There's almost too much to talk about. Welcome to Surf Slaters. Fucking goddamn it. Welcome to Slate Surfers, the part of the show where me, Josh, now Trent are going to go through the slate. And I'll tell you what, the Boston Celtics are -8.5. Should we just keep taking the Pacers or the over? Which one do we take? Because I made a clip about the Celtics. People are mad about it. I feel like I have to stand on somewhat of business. Maybe take the Pacers every game now. But I fucking hate the Pacers because they knocked the Knicks out. My worst case scenario is seeing this Pacer team in an NBA Finals.
I'm telling you, bro. Pacers, Mavs. That shit's broadcasted on goddamn
Tubo.
Peacock Plus.
Peacock Plus, yeah. Watch Game 7 on Netflix. Literally, that's a Netflix series or a Hulu. Hulu has live sports and the NBA Finals. That's literally a series you watch on Hulu. I don't know what to do in this game, dude. I don't even want to bet the game. I might take the over again because I think the Celtics are finally playing a team that doesn't just play rock solid defense, and they do have scores. And I mean, as we see in the Pacers, they can shoot 1 through 7 in their rotation. So,
I mean, you know what I'm going to say.
I don't hate. I mean, Pacers money line.
Yeah, you just go back to it.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get
Don't
one.
have to talk about
Hopefully. It might be like the Knicks series, though, dude. Boston, Pacers, Boston, Pacers, Game 7 in Boston.
Could be.
Like, that just might happen again. Like, the Pacers might just lose on the road and just not.
I don't think the Celtics are good at home. They start so slow at home. I guess not last game. They're up 12-0, but then they came back.
In general.
No, they aren't.
Like, they're not.
I personally don't think they have a true superstar on their team, and everyone acts like they have 3. They don't have 1.
Dude, they got 3 guys that are glorified Bradley Beals.
Yeah.
That's what they got.
Yeah.
And one of them played at Duke, so we think he's like the second coming of Christ because Coach K was like, called him a soft St. Louis kid, and he had like 30 points in a college game. So we're like, dude, this kid's fucking, this is him. Who, by the way, also was on a super team in college. Yeah. Why don't we ever talk about that? Jason Tatum fucking played with Cam Reddish and Zion and RJ Barrett. No? Who did he play with?
I think he played with didn't he play with
Trayvon RJ Duval? Barrett, Zion.
Was it Duval and
who was
Bagley?
RJ Barrett?
Yeah.
And then Cam who was Reddish. Tatum with?
I thought that he wasn't with Bagley because Bagley was the first overall pick. It might have been like I remember Trayvon Duval being there.
One of those guards, Tyus Jones, one of those Jones brothers.
Let me see. You can keep going. I'm fine.
You know who he might have been with? The kid that ended up going Quinn. Something's Quinn. You know, Quinn Cook might have been
Harry Giles.
So who's Quinn cooking then?
Luke Kennard.
Bucket.
Question. Is this too fucked up to tweet out? I was going to quote tweet the video from earlier saying Rico is the cum rag of Barstool.
Yes. That's good.
Yeah, dude, if you want to start it even more.
Yeah, that's good.
I feel like you got 2 options, right? This is how I look at it. You went on, you were very mild-mannered, didn't really go on anybody. I feel like if you do that, it's kind of like, okay, you had a chance to like talk some shit, and now we're doing it on the internet. Or it's like you went on, Rico's a fucking pussy. You watched him bend the knee basically to everyone that works at Barstool, so like might as well poke the bear while you have him. But I feel like that kind of move would have Dave not on your side because he'd be like, dude, I gave this kid an opportunity to talk to him. And now
Dave said I give Trent full reins forever to go at Rico. Yeah. Said it's open season forever.
I don't know. It's up to you. That would be war.
Yeah.
Call a grown man a cum rag. That's war.
Chat, what do you think?
And I'm not opposed to war.
Yale says go for it.
It just depends how you feel after that interview. Maybe watch it back. See how you feel, then make a tweet, but it's up to you, man. I feel like if you do that, just know if they invite you back, Kirk Minahan's going to go at you, and that's a tough go.
Yeah.
That's a tough go. No, that's what I'm saying.
Kirk's a big Rico guy. He's also soft as baby shit, too.
Yeah, that would be flood open, but, you know, who gives a fuck? If we want to beef Barcelona, beef Barcelona, I don't give a fuck, dude. Just gonna call me a dancer. I just know that's coming. I almost just want it to happen, so it's just out there.
I mean, he did say it was open season.
He did say it was open season. He said it.
He said it was open season. I don't know. It's up to you. I'm not. My opinion doesn't matter.
I just didn't like. I don't know. I feel like I wasn't given that much of an opportunity besides explaining the backstory of what happened to really go in on them.
I feel like that Barstool culture though is like you gotta go.
Yeah.
Like they can't be like, all right, what are you gonna say to Rico? And then be like, all right, Rico, what's your response? Like they just kind of want you to come in like Nadeau does and be like, and you fucking and then Rico's like, I'll fucking
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, but whatever you want to do, dude. It's your path. Whatever you want to run.
I'm just gonna fucking do it, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, whatever, dude. We'll run it.
Yeah, Wesley Bryan.
Raise the colors. Yeah, I feel like this is one of those things where we're gonna look back on it and be like, well, this was the domino. This was the domino.
Yeah.
But whatever. Here we go. I'm taking the Mariners Yankees over. I just love that over. Luis Castillo is kind of a fucking bum. The Yankees have been torching him lately. I have every faith that this game has 8-9 runs, maybe 10 runs. 7.5. I know it's a low over. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Again, we're taking the Phillies every day. You want it every day. You need it. I don't care who they're playing. They're like the Royals. And by the way, I feel like the Texas Rangers won their World Series. That's what it feels like when you watch this team play baseball now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we won our World Series. So
it's kind of how it always is.
We got to play again, which I get. So let's fade them. Let's
Yeah.
not give them the respect that they had last year because they haven't earned it this year. Also going to be on the Orioles -1.5. Let's see Goots get one through the hoop against the White Sox. Shall we?
Surely.
My favorite bet of the day, and this is going to shock some people, and I want everyone to open their ears. Stars money line. Wow. I know.
Wow.
I know what you're thinking in chat. There's no way he's going to the Stars money, but I'll tell you what, I think the Oilers are a moose shit org. They don't win big games. They're not going to the Cup, and I think this Stars team might be good enough to win the Cup this year.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is a game where the Oilers go into Dallas, get their fucking nipples knocked off. Because I think if the Stars had to play the Canucks, the Stars would rat fuck the Canucks in GTA.
Last time Oilers were here in Dallas, they lost 5-0. And we were there.
And I see it happening again, honestly. Like, this might be a series where, like, I think maybe the Oilers get 1 or 2, but I think the Stars look very dominant in this series because I think they're built perfectly to beat the shit out of the Oilers in GTA.
They are. I think another good look in this game would be the Stars team total over. I like that.
Oh, I don't hate that either. I think it's, what, 3.5 right now? Because the over's at 6?
Yeah. And they're -130, yeah.
I don't hate that at all.
I like the over in the game, too. I could see this game being like 4-2
Josh, look at you
at the end of it.
Hard way. Look at you getting one the hard way, dude.
Yeah. 4-2 at the end of the game, and then maybe a little empty net chance. That's what I could see.
I actually love that, dude. Josh. That's sharp. Because the Oilers are moose shit.
No, they're so
Their
bad.
back
Yeah. They're
line
going to
is
give up their
fucking
goals.
horrible, dude.
Wait, how did that golf play go? Sorry. Oh. Fuck. Didn't mean to bring it up, man. No, dude. Is it over?
It's over.
No, dude.
It's over.
No, it's over.
No way.
He's got 1 hole left and only has 1 birdie.
We took a YouTube golfer, Josh. Like,
No.
we need to it's just like, here's the thing. I get it. I give
Dude.
out a lot of losing squares. I give them out all the time. But you just give losing squares that we're just getting so fucking cute.
Dude, I literally told you guys that, and I shit you not, 30 minutes later, he's on the popular tab. I'm like, yeah, it's done. There's literally no chance it hits. Literally no chance.
I was gonna let that skate by. You're on suspension. You're on
Dude,
square suspension is what it is.
literally a month ago, he shot, I think, like 23 under total in a tournament, and he can't get fucking 3 birdies in 1 round. This course is a lot tougher. I'll give him that.
Oh,
like-
good. And a tougher course.
Well, yeah, but he was averaging like 6 under around.
Josh, I'm just gonna need you to be better today.
It's a par
because since-
72, so
I'm just gonna need you to be better today because that was for a couple racks.
yeah, my bad.
Is the problem that I'm having with this conversation right now. We're gonna have to cook another one today because we have a guest on. Wow, that's a fucking bummer. So let's cook a prize picks entry. Or do you have anything you like on the board before we go to prize picks or prize picks lineup? Do you like anything on the board?
Do I like anything on the board for PP? A lot of early day baseball, which is unfortunate. I was going to say Skeens K's, but that starts in 5 minutes. Give me a sec.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do on the PP board. So I'm gonna take you over to the NBA, and if it's up again, it's literally just the freest cheese you can find on the board. Andrew Nemhard to hit a 3. Goblin. I don't care that it's a goblin. I've put it in every entry since the game 1 of the Knicks series, and it has been green almost every fucking game. So until they take it off the board, I will be putting it in every single entry because Andrew Nembhard is actually a fucking bucket. And to get him at half a 3 at a Goblin, that's not minus 400, is crazy to me. So give me Andrew Nembhard half 3.
Sweet. I'm gonna go back to golf. Redemption spot. Jesus. And it's only 1 hole. We're gonna take Chris Kirk less than 4.5 strokes on the first hole. It's a 560-yard par 5. He'll get up next to the green in 2. Just gotta hope for an up and down. That's it.
We're
up and
taking
down. Yep. We're taking
a bird on the first hole.
Yeah. We're taking a bird on the first hole.
All right, Trent, what do you got?
Ish.
Trent, what do you got?
That starts in an hour as well.
What do you got, man?
Let's go with. And
I'll tell you, I don't give a fuck. You can take Bryce Harper, fantasy score, hit bases, however way you want. The kid's fucking red hot right now, and I'm not fading him against the Rangers.
Red hot.
Chad, it was Chris Kirk less than 4.5 strokes.
Captain Kirk.
I want to go with Adley bases or Adley fantasy.
Adley Rush.
Adley Rush. Fantasy score against the Moose White Sox.
Adley.
Cody Bellinger's fucking dog meat.
Oh yeah, who sold you last night?
Fucking Bellinger again. But I like Adley today against Moose Clevinger.
Against.
I just feel like you can get behind that.
Yeah, I'm down. I don't hate a total basis.
Fantasy, that's all I have.
No, they got everything.
They just put all this shit up. I like his fantasy though.
All right, yeah, fuck it. Fantasy's fine. All right, so you got Andrew Nembhard, half 3 Goblin. Captain Kirk, less than 4.5 shots on hole 1. And then Adley Rushman, more than hitter fantasy score. That's your PP entry for today. Trent, as always, we appreciate you for coming on. Do you have any parting words for people?
Let's make some fucking coin today, chat. Please. Dial the fuck in.
Dial the fuck in is all we're asking. We end every episode, a little inspiration, a little motivation. I want to read you guys a quote again last night that I saw that I thought was pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Hold on, let me just find it. All right, here we go. I just want to read this to you guys because I feel like, again, it goes off the narrative we talked about yesterday. To live life, you need problems. If you get everything you want the minute you want it, what's the point of living? And I think that's something that we all need to hear one more time. To live life, you need problems. If you get everything you want the minute you want it, what's the point of living? And I think that bleeds into something we've talked about in this show before, is enjoy the journey, not the results. Because the minute you start living for the results, you lose the joy which is in the journey, right? The fun part of the team that wins the NBA Finals is the journey they took to get there, not necessarily that they finally get to hold that trophy. It's all the battles they had to fight. It's all the good games, all the bad games, all the injuries, all the bruises, all the arguments, all the hugs, all the tears that they had to go through to get to that moment to be able to hoist that trophy. So when you got problems in your life, not necessarily to look at them as a good thing, but just know that getting through the problems is the part that when you look back is the journey that you're going to enjoy, not necessarily getting that raise or getting that bonus or getting that bump. So again, I'm going to ask you, take one step forward for me today. It gets easier every day, dude. I'm not asking you to jog, not asking you to sprint. Just take one step forward for me. I know how hard it can be. And by the end of the month, we might just be sprinting. You stay right there. We got BTL coming up next. And you're going to need the Sharp Report. So just stay here, same stream, same place. Watch them and get dialed in. Let's go have a day. I love you guys so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good night from the morning after.